Hello, Cain.
Hi, Kyla.
Welcome.
We're here. We're live and we're here. This is cute.
This is amazing because I've been thinking and visualizing this for months now.
It's been a long time.
And you're part of the vision.
I'm so happy to be here.
Welcome. I'm so grateful you're here. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. The weather's great. The vibe is great.
Yes.
It's all good.
Yes. Oh my God. Okay, cool. So, I know you're a bit hesitant. I don't want you to feel like this is going to be an interview. It's going to be a free flow conversation. We have these kind of conversations all the time.
That's a fact.
I think it's going to be very interesting because I have no filter. You have no filter.
Yeah, no. Mm-mm.
You know, this is going to be good. It's going to be good. I feel like there's nothing in particular I really want to talk about.
Okay.
However, I am going to dive in the deep end and just go straight to relationships because...
Oh, child.
I feel like that will set the pace.
It will set the tone for
and
sure.
Definitely, you know. So,
Ooh.
You're in a relationship.
I am.
I'm in a relationship.
You certainly are.
And how have you been finding it, especially since the lockdown?
Right. Well, I actually met my boyfriend just before the lockdown.
Mm-hmm.
So I met him a little bit before that, and then again, lockdown happened, and we actually didn't speak at the first part of the lockdown. The first lockdown, we didn't really speak, so I was like, But we both. I needed to move out of my place. He wanted to move out of his, so we were like, do we try? Because listen, housemate situation, not a problem. Moved in, yeah. Fast forward to now, we're in a relationship. I'm gonna spare everyone the boring stuff.
Yeah.
And it's been a lot because you're in a new relationship but also in lockdown, so you can't go out, do anything, see everyone. Your normal life has stopped.
Yeah.
So it was a little bit testy. And listen, when you're in lockdown with someone, you learn all the bad habits.
Yeah.
And they learn all your bad habits.
Literally.
It's a lot. But I think what it has done, it's been able to allow us to really get to know each other, which has been great. That's the positive part about it, 100%.
It's definitely the impact is bigger. I feel like with me, so I met my boyfriend in university. It's 2018, right? In the library. He asked my snap. Sure, Coco Mocho. Right? Now, we would talk here and there, but when I say talk, I mean he popped up to me.
Right.
Looking beautiful. Oh my God, cute. That kind of, 2 years later, so last year, randomly asked me to be his Valentine's.
Ooh.
And literally, 3 weeks later, a month, we're in lockdown, right?
Wow.
So we started dating from February 14th, straight into relationship. We weren't friends before as well.
Right.
And I feel like same with you. Our relationship.
That's my situation.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
we jumped straight into the relationship rather than being friends first. And I feel like I was thinking about lockdown and just the whole COVID or last year in general. And I was like, I'm actually really grateful for it. And do you know what it is? It's because I know a lot of people, take away the deaths.
Yes.
Okay, I shouldn't laugh. As in, a lot of people lost their family members.
Right.
Friends. A lot of people lost their jobs.
Yeah.
A lot of people lost their homes. A lot of people lost. They lost a
lot. It was tough.
And I got made redundant, I was having little panic moments. I think everyone was struggling with, oh my God, what am I going to do next? But I was thinking about it and I was like, 2019, I think was my most challenging year.
Okay.
Right? So for 2020 to happen and the world's just stopped, I realised nothing matters.
I feel you.
Do you get it?
I understand.
Do you get
I
it?
get what you mean. I think for me, listen, I don't my relationship as well, I feel like was built so strong in lockdown. And again, if it wasn't for lockdown, I'm not sure we would have got to the level we are already.
Because they say you really get to know someone when you're on a holiday, when they're sick,
right,
or when they are financially challenged.
Right.
I think the fourth one is when it's a pandemic.
Right.
Because...
Add that to the list. Add that to the list.
Honestly, it's just been crazy. Everything's so fast forward, everything's so crazy, but it's a blessing in disguise.
I feel you. Yeah.
It's definitely a blessing in disguise.
There's been so much bad, but also for me personally, there's been a lot of good that's come out of it.
There's been more good.
And I think my relationship has been one of them. I think that
same with me.
It's also I've had someone there to like guide me through this whole thing as well. Do you know what I mean? And be there for me from an emotional standpoint. And I think that's such a big thing as well. That me living with my boyfriend as well, having that person there all the time for you is great. I mean, there's some days you will wake up and you're like, whatever, don't really care for this. Like over the pandemic, get rid of this. But having someone there to kind of bring you back down to earth and just be there, period,
definitely
is a blessing.
It balances out. I feel like relationships, this is my first one and this is my last one, definitely. Yeah. I must say, I think when I was single, I didn't actually understand the extent of a relationship.
Right.
Being in one now, I've realised the impact it has on oneself, right?
I feel you, yeah, 100%.
I also, I'm learning, every day I'm realising things, and I'm just like, I don't think people around me understand that either. I think a lot of people are friends, family members, whoever it may be, are stuck in
Not
time.
statue.
The mannequin challenge, like they're really stuck in time. And I think, I don't know, I feel like relationships or just having someone is one of the biggest parts of life, Cain.
I agree.
Do you agree?
I agree because, I don't know, for me, it's just, it really has been a blessing. Like, I've just got so much out of it. And I've learned stuff from him. And I've learned the stuff about myself in a relationship.
Much.
Because trust me, I know, I'm not the most easiest person to get along to deal with. I'm very particular. I have my set ways. But being in a relationship, you've got to realise that you've got it's give and take,
It's give and take.
So, yeah, no, but I love it. I don't know. Personally, I love it.
Humans, we need each other. Yeah,
you need a companion.
And definitely no, you need a companion, and I think having someone there is great. I loved being single though.
Right.
I don't miss it because I feel like the dating pool definitely has pee in it. Right? now that I'm off the streets, I'm on the pavement, yeah.
Some could water ain't clean, child. Some water ain't clean.
There's definitely urine in the dating pool, Cain, right?
It stank up. Listen, I can...
But being single as well taught me so much. I think just growing up... I'm 23. And there's such a big difference from 21 and 23. Although it's the same...
Facts.
Do you get it?
Facts.
There's just so much growth in everything. And I think, for example, the pandemic and just things that happen in our everyday lives, as much as it seems like, whoa, it's necessary. And it helps you,
I agree.
It's a lot. It's definitely a lot. Relationships. So, yeah, like, I don't know. I just feel like... very blessed. I feel like it's going to be nice for us to talk as well about it because we're both in relationships and we'll both have an understanding.
But let's go back to the single part.
Okay.
Because the single, I get it, but it's like for me, being single was fun.
It was fun.
Point blank period, it was fun.
And it's easier.
I didn't have to worry about nothing. I didn't care about, I just done my own thing, I wasn't tied to anything.
Do you know what it is though? I think a lot... Okay, quick question. What is the dating stage for you? How long is that period?
I think in an ideal world, for me, I want to date someone for maybe 3 months.
3 months max.
And I don't know, someone told me that the 3 months is the kind of the cut-off. You kind of know by 3 months whether you want to continue it or you want to just say, this ain't for me. You have
some people that will be talking to someone, go on a few dates, and when sex is involved, that's it. Right. Exclusive.
Oh, okay.
You have some people that go on the date and have sex on the first date and know from that night, this is what it is.
Okay.
They'll take more time getting used to each other and getting to know each other, but they've made it very clear. I think when it's that part of the time, you have to set boundaries. I think a lot of people don't set boundaries.
A lot of people aren't honest and they're not upfront. Because that's the thing with dating, These apps, Tinder, whatever, we've all been on it, whatever you want to call it. But people ain't really honest on that. If you just want a quick little fun time, fling, cool, say that. If you are actually genuinely looking for a relationship, say that. But don't string someone else along, because that's where the issues come in.
That's where it comes in.
Because people aren't up in front and honest and say, do you know what? I don't want anything deep or serious right now. I just want to chill with someone, have fun, someone to go out with. Calm. That's fine if you're both on the same page. But if one wants one thing and one wants the other...
But a lot of people want the relationship lifestyle without the actual title. And again, that doesn't work.
It ain't working if both of you don't want that.
Yeah.
And you got to be honest with each other. Honestly, you got to be upfront. And I think that's the hardest thing about dating is knowing if someone's genuine and honest about what their intentions are. Because again, I might be on Tinder really thinking, do you know what? I want to try and meet someone on here. Mm-hmm. The other person might be saying, oh yeah, I want to meet someone. But really, they just want a date and sleep with each other or whatever.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I'm glad I'm not single and dating anymore.
Yeah.
Not to say that, I didn't like being single and dating, but like right now...
It's just crazy, isn't it?
It's a lot.
It's crazy. When I was single, I made it very clear. I would know from the get-go what that person wants.
Right.
And what they're willing to give and offer, and vice versa.
Right.
If it was sex, it was sex. If it was come round, chill.
Yeah.
Come round and chill.
Absolutely.
You know? And I think that is what molded me into the person I am today. Because when I was out there, I was meeting so many different guys.
Right.
I was talking to so many different guys, different ages, different backgrounds. You know, and you really get to gauge, like, just how people work. You know, you see the patterns. You know, they say red flags. There's a phrase like red flags. I ignore that because it turns into 6 flags. You know? And I think that is not... You can't do that.
You can't
do that. You need to trust your gut. Right. You trust your instinct. I think don't give people the benefit of the doubt.
No, but also don't assume either.
And don't
assume. If you assume, you make an ass out of you, honestly.
Yeah.
You're the one that's, stupid. But to say all that doesn't mean that dating can't be, like, being single and dating can't be fun. It can be, but I think you need to, one, go into the dating world with your boundaries and know what you want and be really clear about that. Then it can be fun and chill. And guess what? You might meet someone who wants the same things. So that would be great, but...
Do you think there's a middle line? So it's either dating for long term or just fling? Like friends with benefits, for example. Do you think there's an in-between? Because that's what I'm saying. If you're dating, having fun, going on dates, but you're not exclusive to each other, then what's the point in that? Do you get it?
Yeah. Do you know what? I think for me personally, I don't know about the middle road. Because I always feel like one of the parties might be a bit more invested in it, so I don't know how middle road you can keep
There's
it.
There's always one person more invested.
The friends with benefits thing, I know plenty of people have friends with benefits, and that's their thing, and that's what they want to do.
But that can only go on for so long, you know?
But that can only go on for so long, because eventually one person's going to be like, actually, you know what, I might want to settle down. And then the other person might be like, nah, I'm not trying to do that with you.
Do you think boys and girls can be, or boys and boys, girls and girls, do you think they can be friends, best friends, platonic?
Right.
Do you believe in platonic friendships?
I do believe it. I do believe it because a friend is a friend, especially if you've known that person for a long, long time.
But do you not think there's one person who would have that? Or that, what's the phrase? Like, what could have been? Do you think that's an element of it?
I mean, I guess so. You can never rule that out. I do believe in platonic friendships.
I do as well, and I have platonic friendships.
Right, but then...
where there's been no physical, no sexual contact, you know?
They're just your friend, right? Cool, you vibe, you get on, you might have known them for years, whatever it may be. But how does... I'm not going to ask you the question now.
Okay.
How does, like, maybe your boyfriend, how does he feel like male friends and stuff with you?
So, he's very chill with it.
Cool.
Right? Mm-hmm. And especially if I've been friends with a guy or guys before him.
Right.
Then what can he say?
Exactly.
Do you get it?
I'm the same.
I, as well, is the same thing with him. If there's been females, because I'm not the girl, you can't have female friends. No. And I think oh my God, that is something we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
This whole control, and people call it love, it's insecurity.
Facts.
I think when people forget your other half is a person.
Right.
And they have their own life. I would never say you can't go here or do that with this girl. You know, whether you've just met her, you met her at work, you've met her at uni, whatever the case may be, I would never hinder you from doing that.
Right.
But there are limits. There are boundaries.
There are levels to it.
You know, that's not... like, I don't know. Okay, for example, your partner's saying he's going to go dinner with this guy. Right? He met him at work. one-on-one dinner. How would you honestly feel about that? You trust him, you believe him, you love him, blah, 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 all of that, rainbows and flowers.
Right.
But what's the real feeling like?
For me, the real feeling is like, okay, cool, go do that.
Okay, cool.
Honestly, I don't know the other person in it. So obviously, a part of me is gonna think, like maybe that
because that's what it is, and I think that's where a lot of people go wrong. They think it's the partner that they can't trust. It's the other person, right?
Because I trust my man.
Yeah,
fully.
right.
I trust, like honestly, I trust him fully. I know he wouldn't be out here doing none of this.
Yeah.
But the other person, you
just don't know their intentions.
You don't know their intentions. So, but well and truly, if he said to me, going out for dinner with a colleague. Okay, cool, fine.
Yeah.
I do it as well, so it's not a big issue.
Yeah.
And I think the people that get real funny about it, I'm like, that's a deeper thing with you. You're projecting something out there right now.
Do you think it's a case of, okay, so they've carried that from an old relationship?
Oh.
Because that could be the case, you know?
Baggage. We call that baggage.
Like, that's a problem in itself. I mean, and it's just a lot. I think people don't heal. People don't allow themselves to heal. I personally do not agree with closure.
Right.
That's not...
No.
That's not a thing. I think if you are seeking your ex for closure, you're holding on.
You're holding on to it and you're internalizing all of that. I also... That's quite funny because a lot of people do believe in closure, but I'm like you. I don't believe in the closure.
I don't believe in closure
because I'm thinking, what do you really want from that?
Yeah.
Because if you're going there to meet up with your ex for closure, if you're trying to convince them that they've done something wrong,
exactly.
You've already lost.
What is it you want? Because sometimes they say, I just want them to understand or know what they've done.
Why do you need that for them?
Why do you need that?
Why do you, when you already know they messed up?
Yeah, you know it.
You're now trying to convince them. They don't want to hear that.
And it's torture to yourself, you know.
Because my thing is, okay, cool, you met up with the ex, and you say blah blah blah, you did this, you did that. I need to hear, and they say no. Then what? You're sat there looking like Booba the Fool.
Either way, you're gonna be angry. Yeah. You're gonna leave hurt because if they admit all their wrongdoings, that's gonna make you it'll make you feel better because at least you know they've accepted it, they've taken accountability. Cool, but it's like, where do we go from here?
Right.
So you're gonna be hurt knowing that they really done this, they've admitted it, and they don't give a fuck, or it's going to be a case where they deny it and they, well, so what? I done it. What do you want?
Right,
so
exactly.
Either way, you're going to be left...
For me, it's a lose-lose situation.
It's a lose-lose, right?
I don't see a problem with maybe an ex apologising, but do you know what? I've had some time to think months in advance, and I'm really sorry for how I treated you. That's fine. But to go and seek it, I think it's only putting you in a bad situation.
A lot of girls, I definitely speak on behalf of a lot of girls, right? So there's always one guy that's hurt us the most, right? And I don't know, in the group chats, when we're talking, we have this thing of, he'll be back, they always come back.
Oh.
Which 9 out of 10 times they do.
Yeah.
I do think there will always be lurking, you know?
Yeah, always.
There's always a lurker, there's always one. However, I was thinking about it and I was just like, why do we want them to come back? Especially if you've moved on.
Right.
Why do we keep holding on to the past? Why don't we just move forward? Why don't we just let things be?
I feel like it might be like a validation piece,
It's a validation thing, isn't it? Maybe an ego boost.
An ego, a validation. Listen, I'll put it like this. I've been cheated on 3 times.
Have you?
So...
I did not know this.
Yeah, 3 times. Yeah. So...
Was it heartbreaking? Was it long-term like serious relationships, or was it like...
The first time I was cheated on I was with them for a good while, but I didn't find it until after the relationship was done.
Oh.
So I think I was hurt by it, but well and truly, I'm been gone from that.
Yeah.
So I was like, what the hell? The second time it happened, for me, that was the worst one. Because I really invested my time in this guy, everything. I was in with the friends, in with the family, all of that. And then for that bomb to be dropped on you, is a lot. And again, the third time, we went together like that, but we were exclusive. And I actually found out after I was in hospital. So
oh my goodness,
it's a lot.
That is my
cheaters be out there, guys. Cheaters be out there, all up in there. But I thought I was done with all of that. But I did take a bit of baggage into this relationship.
Did you?
I did.
Okay.
Because what I found
do you know
happening
what? Can I just say, it's good that you can admit that, though.
Yeah.
You
but
know?
Do you know what? At first I didn't see it. I thought, oh, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good because I felt good in myself and I'm a confident person. I didn't let that affect me in that way. But I did take a piece of that into this new relationship because what I found I was doing, I wasn't jealous of him, you know, chatting with other guys that he's friends with or colleagues. Whatever. That wasn't the issue. The issue was I was trying to seek validation from him that I was good enough. So I was trying to be doing all these things and and I wasn't really being settled or I'd compromised a lot of things. And he'd be like, why are you doing this for?
Yeah.
Like,
just trying to impress, isn't it? Like,
it's going above and beyond for no apparent reason. And he was like, why do you feel like you're doing this? And I was like, oh, I'm just doing it because I love you. There was an element of that there, but also it was a piece of insecurity I had from being cheated on, trying to make sure I'm good enough for him. Do you understand? So, yeah, it does happen, but you need to recognise it.
I have that as well. Like, so my partner's older than me, obviously. And, you know, when we're talking about the future, I, at my tender age, I panic sometimes. Well, not a lot, but I have my moments of, oh my God, my credit score, oh my God, my savings, oh my God, this, oh my God, that. And I do feel so comfortable to share and express this with him.
That's good.
And, okay, toxic traits. Sometimes I will complain or purposely say this just to hear, baby, relax, I've got this, calm down. You know? Because honestly, Cain, it's a lot. You really do want to go above and beyond sometimes for these people, for your person. And it's like, just relax, let things be, you know?
Let things be. And honestly,
you just got to relax.
I think by nature, I'm a bit of a people pleaser anyway. By nature. I feel like I am sometimes. But yeah, it wasn't until he like addressed it with me, and at first I was like, oh, you ain't addressed stuff with me. You don't know my baggage, you don't know about that.
You don't know about, But
well and truly, he was right. I had to admit that. Like,
Do you
know what? What you're saying, there's some truth to that. And I didn't realise that actually, although emotionally I was done with these guys that cheated on me and all that kind of stuff, I was way done with that. I'm box to the left.
Yeah.
That situation, how that molded me into wanting to then seek approval and make sure that I'm good enough. I didn't realise that affected me like that. Which is crazy.
My thing was, so my old things, okay, let me not call them things, that's a bit degrading. You know, my previous relationships.
Past experiences,
let's say, yeah. I was, okay, so we knew what it was. Right. Like, I'm there at 8:30 p.m, I'm leaving at 8:30 a.m.
Right,
like,
exactly.
Let's be cool. Any slip-ups, I'm gone.
Right.
There was there was none of that. I haven't got time. Like, on to the next one. See ya. Like,
Deuces.
you know? And so you said you've carried things from your past experiences into the relationship. That was what I carried. In the beginning, I was very much, who are you talking to? Like, no. Because I will go. You will never hear from me again. You'll never see me again. Don't do all of that.
I feel you.
Do you get it? And it's like, I've realised now, as I say, relationships now, you realise, compromise, communication, clarity.
Oh, can we just say communication?
Yeah, we talk about the 3 C's all the time.
What's the 3 C's?
So, compromise, communication, clarity.
Oh.
Right? We talk about it all the time. I think communication is such a big thing. It's like, yeah, we know communication, trust, loyalty. No. Communication slept on.
100%.
Right?
I think that's the root of so many people's issues. They're not communicating properly.
But then you communicate, but the person's not clear.
It's not right.
So that's where clarity comes in.
Yes, I feel
and then you need to be clear and understand and now compromise.
Right. It's in the order.
It's a lot.
In the order.
The 3 C's. The 3 C's.
True. It's very true. Yeah. Do you know what? That's real. And it is in that order. Wow. So
I've now needed to, for example, I will communicate instead of being upset, angry, throw a tantrum.
Yeah.
Because I'm not an argumentative person. We don't necessarily argue once a week, twice a month. No.
Yeah.
But we've had episodes.
Right.
You know? So old me, block.
Right. Blocker.
Yeah, no. Blocker.
Right.
Like, right? Haven't got time.
No.
New me, relationship me, wifey me is like, okay, babe, this is what you done.
Right.
I understand it wasn't intentional, but it upset me or it offended me or I didn't appreciate it.
Yeah.
And I do it in a way where I don't make them feel bad.
Right.
Because I don't think anyone who truly loves you wants to hurt you.
No.
You know? So you just have to be calm when going into situations like this. I used to think, fight fire with fire, someone's going to get burned. Yeah. Well, I'm not getting burned.
Yeah, no.
There doesn't need to be no fire. Someone needs to be holding the hose.
Right.
You get it? Someone needs to be holding the hose. Like, cool it down.
Facts.
And then making sure they understand where I'm coming from. So the clarity and then the compromise, just like reach a mutual agreement onto why and how this will be avoided.
Right.
Future reference.
That's good that you've got to that point though, because I feel like it's a process. Yeah. Especially in a new relationship.
It is a process.
That's one thing I found difficult. Again, I was single for quite a while, and I'm a very independent person, and so is he. So well and truly, people have never really challenged us on anything we do. We say we do what we want when we want to do it. But let me tell y'all, that don't work in a relationship.
It doesn't work.
You have to communicate properly. I don't like confrontation. I will run for the confrontation.
See, I used to, and I thought I did.
Yeah.
But really and true, I'm such a crybaby.
I'm a softie.
Oh my God. Like this big bad persona. I have it and it's there.
Yeah.
But I'm such an emotional person.
That's the same as me. Honestly, I have it in me. Oh yeah, don't get twisted.
Yeah, you have it in you. Fire.
Yeah, I'm fiery. I will go from 0 to 100. That's one thing I have to work on. But I do go from 0 to 100.
Yeah.
But because I know I'm like that, I remove myself from the argument.
Yeah.
But sometimes that's not the right... Sometimes you need to face it head on, not in a rah-rah way.
Yeah.
But sometimes walking away, you need to understand how that makes the other person feel. They haven't got there. They haven't said what they need to say to you. You've cut them off halfway through and you said, I ain't dealing with that. Walk away.
Yeah.
Now they're pissed.
Yeah.
And it could have been something you could have just spoken through, had a chat about, understood. Avoided. Again, communicate. I tried to avoid the communicating part.
Did you?
Then, because I've removed myself, I then don't have the clarity
not understanding
of where his annoyance was coming from, whatever, and he doesn't have my clarity of why I walked away or why I didn't react to it in a good way in the first place. Then there was no compromise.
Yeah, because no one
neither
knows.
wants to back down. I'm standing true. No, I don't want to deal with it. No, I'm not getting a confrontation. He's like, well, we can't move forward so we're stuck in these two in a limbo state. I'm one side, whatever. So that's something in this new relationship I'm learning. I'm gonna say learning
because it's still a process.
It's still a process.
I have learned so much about myself, honestly, and I love it, and I'm so grateful for it. For example, he's the type of person, he will say, Kyla, I don't want to talk about this right now.
Right.
Old me would have been, we're talking about this now.
Yeah.
Let's get this out of the way. We don't want to drag it. We don't want to prolong it. But it's like, I get it. There's a time and place for everything.
Yeah.
You know phrases, everyday phrases, time and place for everything? I've really learned there's a time and place for everything, Kyla.
Yeah.
And in the heat of the moment, you don't need to argue.
It ain't right. And that's sometimes why I walk away. See, again.
Yeah, see, but he's the walk awayer.
Right.
You know?
Your man's a Gemini.
Yeah, he's a Gemini.
I'm a Gemini.
Yeah, I'm a Sagittarius. That's what I'm saying. Because Sagittarius are always on the go. Yeah. Our symbol's the archer. We always go up. We always move in constantly. And I didn't understand that. But now I'm realising to slow down.
Yeah, sometimes, again, that was a part of my walking away from it. Because sometimes I just felt, this ain't the right time. This ain't the moment. Right time. I don't really understand whatever. So sometimes, also, I need the time to kind of gather my thoughts together.
Yeah,
and
it's important.
And for him to allow me to have that space.
Like sending paragraphs. Constantly calling. Okay, so for example, one of my past experiences, and this was the one that hurt me the most. Right. Okay. This was the one where I'm now screaming, "Men are trash." Oh. Right. It really it cut me. Obviously, I'm over it, healed, moved on. It's fine, right. And I'm grateful. As much as it caused me such pain or whatever, I had to go through it.
Sometimes you have to.
So I need to speak to you. You're not responding to me. I called this guy. It was 3 times. Constantly. And this is before, mind you, Apple had, it comes up on the top of the screen so you can just slide up now.
Oh, yeah,
This is before that. So the whole, you're seeing Kyla or wherever the hell you have me saved as, this bitch, or do not answer, wherever you have me saved as, right? It was coming up on the screen. 3 times, Cain. Never again have I ever constantly called somebody. If they want to talk to you, they will. And it's something that...
Say it again.
If they want to talk to you, they will.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? I took that experience, and it's something I passed on to my friends. My sister's 13. When she's older, I'm going to tell her. She's going to tell her daughter, her friends. It's something that needs to be passed on. I will never go out of my way to chase or contact you. If you want to, you will. You know?
Exactly.
And it took that experience of me to realise that communication is such a big thing.
Right.
You know? You can have a lot to say. If that person don't want to hear it, forget it.
Right. You're wasting your own single time. You're wasting your time. You're putting your energy into that, and they ain't bothered.
Situationships, that's what I'm saying. The dating pool, the dating scene. Situationships are horrible. And again, if boundaries and limits are not set, you're going to find yourself having relationship problems and you're not even in a relationship.
So yeah, I've dealt with that before.
And that's what I'm saying. It's not the one.
It's not the one. It's really not.
It is not the one, honestly.
It's a lot, child. I don't know. But... Yeah,
I don't know.
I think relationships do round... Like, you learn a lot about yourself. You learn a lot about yourself. And, again, I'm a personality type where